Hello, Wissahickon Middle School students and parents. I hope you've had time to enjoy your summer. This is Angela Farlow, Assistant Principal, and on behalf of all administrators, teachers, and staff at the middle school, we are excited to welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year. We know that this has been a year like no other, but we are all committed to make this school year great. The purpose of this video was to explain the Wissahickon Middle School schedule and to teach you how to use Teams to meet this year's teachers and classes. Let's begin by looking at a sample student schedule. This schedule is similar to the one that you received on Infinite Campus. It lists all of your courses by period, and the days of the week are across the top. Most importantly are the numbers that are beneath each day of the week. Notice, for instance, Thursday and Friday. Under Thursday is the number 1, and under Friday is the number 2. Here at Wissahickon Middle School, we follow a 6-day schedule. That means the schedule repeats itself every 6 days. In our example, Thursday is a day 1. The classes for day 1 are different from the classes on day 2. Notice that language arts starts today, periods 1 and 2, followed by homeroom, 3rd period is Spanish, and 4th period is physical education. Friday is a day 2. It also begins with language arts, followed by homeroom, but then you have an academic period and family and consumer sciences. It is very important then that you know what day you are in so that you know which schedule you need to follow. For 6th graders, here is an updated schedule so that it'll be easier for you to understand what you're doing. Instead of Course 1 and Course 2, all 6th graders begin the day with an English Language Arts class. Our classes begin at 9 o'clock and they end at 3:30. So instead of thinking about courses, think about the periods. After Language Arts, all students have an advisory period from 10:25 to 10:45. Most 6th graders have periods 3 and 4. Periods 3 and 4 come after advisory. They include classes such as Unified Arts, Art, Music, Tech Ed, FC Science, PE, which is gym. You can also have your world language here, health, a course we call I-Skills, or an academic period. After periods 3 and 4, there's a lunch period, 12:15 to 12:45. The next 2 periods on your schedule will be math, science, or social studies for all 6th graders. We've included an afternoon break as well for 6th grade students, followed by the final class of the day, which is either going to be math, science, or social studies. Our next slide is the September day calendar. This is a nice reminder for you so that you know what day you are following. For instance, our first day of school, August 31st, is a day 1. So you're going to look at your schedule for day 1 to make sure you are attending the right courses. Followed by day 2 on Tuesday, day 3 on Wednesday. Notice that the days rotate. So if you look at September 10th, we're back to a day 1 schedule. Now let's look at a 7th grade schedule. We have changed course 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, also in 6, so that they match period numbers here. All of our classes or students have access to their teachers from 8 to 9 o'clock for office hours or meetings. But our day begins at 9 o'clock with period 1. Period 2 is 9:45 to 10:25, followed by an advisory period. 10:50 to 11:30 is period 3. 11:35 to 12:15 is period 4. Again, there's lunch at 12:15, followed by period 5-6 for 7th grade, an academic period, and periods 10 and 11. It's important to note that most 7th grade students have their Unified Arts and Health PE courses periods 1 and 2. In a similar fashion, we have the 8th grade schedule. Again, notice how we changed course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to period numbers. Now you see that course 1 is really period 1 on your schedule. Other highlights of this schedule are that the Unified Arts and Health and PE courses for 8th grade students tend to be at the end of the day for periods 10 and 11. On the next few slides, we've created or provided some blank schedules for you if you need to fill them in so that you can keep track of where you're supposed to go and when.
During the first marking period, we will be using Microsoft Teams for all of our virtual synchronous sessions. Many of you have used Microsoft Teams in the past, but this year it could look a little different. All of our teachers are going to be creating classes in Microsoft Teams and adding you to their classes. Now, there are a variety of different ways that teachers can do this, and on this slide is just one way. Here, Mr. Yost has already added all of his students to the class. When Mr. Yost adds his students to the class, all of his students receive an email with a link to that team. When you receive this email, all you need to do is open it up and click on the purple Open Microsoft Teams, which will automatically enroll you in the class. Another way that teachers can have you join their Microsoft Team class is by creating a join code. There are many different ways that teachers can send you the join code. On this slide are 2 examples. On the left-hand side, the teacher has posted an announcement that includes the join code. On the right-hand side, the teacher has sent a message to all of his students which includes the join code. Once the teacher has created and sent the join code, the students need to open up Microsoft Teams to the landing page where all teams are located. In the upper right-hand corner, you will see a button that says Join or Create Team. Simply click on the button and enter the class code to be enrolled in that class. Once you have successfully enrolled in your teacher's course, it will automatically show up on your team's homepage. To enter the team, simply click on the icon for that class. There, your teacher will have links for that day's lesson. All you'll have to do is click the Join button to attend class for the day.
Finally, if you have any questions or concerns about your schedule, feel free to reach out to either an administrator or counselor here at the middle school. Our counselors are Becky Agler for 6th grade, Suzanne Romano for 7th grade, Steve Ebert, 8th grade, and Gus Baldessano is our system support counselor. Our administrators are Mrs. Bauer and Mrs. Farlow. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns.